Yeah! Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate. Hesitating to ruin everything. Just don't do it. So I was thinking, what would be a cool thing to make a little video on that might be able to help you through your journey in this artistic world? One problem I always seem to have is that I hesitate sometimes when I have an idea of something I'd like to do. Be that a new design for a tattoo, some flash, a new hobby. I just see something interesting. I thought, well, you know, I could enjoy that. Or even down to the smallest thing, like I've mentioned before about pulling a straight line. So for example, when I first started tattooing, my mum came home one day and said, there's a tattoo studio in Croydon, it's not far from here, looking for an apprentice. I was like, yeah, cool, I should do that. So she said, do it then. I stopped smoking weed, stopped drinking, stuff like that, stopped pouncing money off us, go get a job. So I think up until then, I'd just been helping out with the family. Like my family have always owned bars, so I was like glass collecting, stuff like that. I done like a Christmas temp at Woolworths, rest in peace. But I never had a proper job, so she was like, yeah, go try there. Got my portfolio together, walked down to Croydon to do it. I got within 50 meters of the place and I turned around, I hesitated, turned around, went home. Luckily, the next day I got the balls to do it, went in, and the rest is history. But if I hadn't done that the next day, I would not be sitting here right now doing these videos. That's a prime example of where hesitating could mess things up for me. Now I'm older, I tend not to, I hesitate for sure, but I always do it. I always follow through with the idea I get. I hear a lot of people talking about how business is slow, yet they always hesitate to want to put up real stories, pictures, videos of their work or what they're doing throughout the day. My lack of doing that you might see sometimes, I'll be off Instagram for a couple of weeks, is either laziness or because I just need a little break. You shouldn't worry, you shouldn't even let yourself have a chance to worry about what could happen if you do it. This is innocent, just put it up. Put yourself out there. People want to see you, people want to hear you. If they're following you and they like your art, a lot of the time, if you're an artist, they're following you because they want inspiration. They're inspired by your art, so they want to see more of it. And I'm sure they'd want to see the process of it, the build up to it, the design, the preparation you put into the tattoos that you create. And another thing that hesitating might stop you doing is messaging people for advice. Message them. They're either going to think nothing of it or they're going to help. They're not going to think you're an idiot. So message them. Get it out there. The beginning of 2022, I got hyper fixated on 3D. Some of you may have seen the stories I made and stuff like that, and I'm still doing it, but not in the slightest to the extent I was doing it then. I got carried away and I loved it. I was really enjoying it. It was like finding the middle ground between photography or videography and drawing was this. I was creating scenes and trying to make them look as realistic as possible, but making them from scratch. And it was so fun. It was really cool to let my imagination go wild with this stuff. And it really helped me with my tattooing because it gave me so many more ideas of stuff I wanted to create. If I'd hesitated and thought, oh, I just don't have time to do this. And to be honest, I didn't have time, and it really took up every tiny second of extra time I had that I could have been spending with my girlfriend or, you know, my family or, you know, stuff like that. I think I probably got a bit carried away. But if I hesitated and hadn't done it and never had done it, I feel like my work away from that would have suffered as well. Things like that you shouldn't put off. You shouldn't find reasons to not do them. You should give them a try. Just jump in there. I've had customers in here like who throughout their lives they've wanted to draw and they never did. What's the point? Nah, just there's no need to, like, I can't now, like I'm over it, I'm a bit too old, or man, these are excuses. This is you like hesitating and finding reasons not to do things. Just do it. Just get involved. These people say they're too old, half the time they're in their 30s. Come on, man, that's not too old. I'm 36. Got loads of time left on this planet. I'm looking forward to getting into my 40s. I'm going grey. I can't wait till the rest of it goes grey. So you just gotta embrace these things. Give it a try, because it might be the thing that you get into and becomes your passion. You know, especially if you're bored a lot of the time and you have got a lot of time in your hands, then why not give them a try? And that can cost money sometimes, but you can always start looking up videos on it, you know, learning. Like when I started the 3D stuff, I didn't have a computer that could run it at all. All I had was my iPad, and I watched so many videos, and then eventually I put aside some money and got a laptop that could run it. And goddamn, after that I got a desk, I've got monitors, I've got everything, which I use now to do all the video editing, and I use as my work area. So what might have seemed like a waste of money after the 3D didn't pan into anything serious, you know, it's led to me having a nice area that I can sit and do my work, where usually I would either sit at the shop at a bed, or do it in bed at home, or on the sofa I was watching TV. Don't get me wrong, I still do them things. I still sit there with my iPad whilst I'm watching TV, but that's more when I'm just sketching up some ideas, you know, because I love drawing. I'm not doing it for work, like. But when I really settle down, when I need to make something, you know, advertisement for the studio, let's say, get Photoshops on my desktop, put these videos together, I have somewhere I sit and do it. When I leave that area, I don't do it anymore until I'm back there. Again, if I'd have hesitated and not got into 3D, I wouldn't have any of that right now. The things you hesitate and end up not doing can change the outcome for you in the future. It can only be beneficial for you to try stuff. There's so many reasons to not put aside possible passions. You may as well just go for it. You may as well give it some of your energy. I guess what I'm trying to say is, majority of the time when you hesitate on something that you want to do or you think is right, you miss a chance, a big chance that you could be taking to further your career. So next time you're sitting there thinking, oh, it would look really cool if I added this blade in this design, but I don't think everyone else would, you know, the public would prefer it without it. Just add the damn blade. It's your design. Don't hesitate and think, oh, would people like this? Just do it. And then the next design, don't do it. And then the next design, just do 2 of them. I don't know. But don't talk yourself out of things. Come to think of it, and come to the end of this video, is it really hesitating? Have I got the right word for this? I don't know. And I'm just rambling again. It's just something that might help. Thanks for watching again. As always, I appreciate you. I appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind subscribing to my YouTube channel, would be very helpful. And if you really want to support, get down there to the Patreon, or buy me a coffee, or buy something from my store. I'd appreciate all them things. You fucking rule. And yeah, hopefully I'll have another video with unuseful nonsense coming soon.